Hello. I just got my custody settlement papers back, and I'm looking at them. And, well, I finished reading them, actually. And a couple things I'm like, what? You know, because the judge, he has to consider 8 factors, and in one of the factors, he has to look at the testimony of the kids and all the people that was involved. And we were both claiming abuse during the trial. And I've not made any bones about it. I've had recordings that they don't want to hear. My daughters, they went up there and testified to it. And my son testified against me, saying that I was abusive. The judge found my son to be uncredible, and he found my daughters to be credible. So that leaves me wondering if you know in your heart, or you feel like you believe that you know one child is lying about the abuse and the other 2 are going against the other side and saying that there is abuse, and you believe it, then why in the hell would you leave that child in that situation? Well, this judge did it because the GAL, which is my son's attorney, is supposed to have his best interests at heart, and he said this at court, that he thinks my son would be better off with his brothers, and that he is bored at my house without them. Okay, well, fuck the fact that he's being emotionally and physically and mentally abused. As long as he's got some friends that he can call brothers and play with, you know, that's good enough reason right there. So that's basically what it boiled down to, why they let my wife have custody, is because my son is lonely and bored at my house. And that is because his mother was spoiling him and trying to buy his love and pay him off. I'm sure everybody knows how that game is played. It has kids in an eggs. It's no fucking secret. And these courts, they make these stupid ass rulings like that. But we ended up having joint custody from what I can figure out. I mean, it's even custody. And that kind of got to me because we have split custody. I mean, it's even down the middle. I have him half the time, she has him half the time. But yet, I'm still decreed to pay child support. Can anyone explain that to me? She married a man who makes more money than I do, and we have him the same amount of time, but yet I am ordered to pay child support. Can someone please explain the logic of that to me? I do not get that. I do not understand that at all. That makes no sense to me. How something can be split down the middle, yet someone has to pay extra. I don't understand it. But that's been the basis of our thing. I mean, that's what it's come down to. She pretty much won, but I know in the long run I'll win, because since this is over, she's going to start backsliding. She has no one to keep a good appearance up for. He's going to find out real quick that the nicety that mommy was showing is going to evaporate. And she's going to start unraveling. It may take a year, or it may take 2, but it'll happen. I've seen it. I've lived it. I've been with her when she did it with her ex. It just blows my mind how this judicial system works. They know the parent is a bad parent, so they put him with him because he has brothers with him. Now, if he would have been a daughter, would they have been just as equally ready to put him with me? If so, that's still a stupid fucking premise. There's a lot of single kids out there that have no siblings. That shouldn't fucking matter. The thing is who's going to love and support and take care of this kid in the best possible healthy way. And they did it because he would have somebody to play with, because he's a boy. So to me, that's telling me that Well, you're a boy. We don't really give a shit if you have to live in an abusive home with an abusive person. Okay? So they don't care about men when they're young. So we have all these men growing up that have been raised up by psychotic people. And I mean, it's on both sides, men and women. That's not what I'm railing on right now. I'm railing on a system just making stupid decisions based on stupid shit. And the whole thing is, I had proof. I had her own mouth, her own words, her own voice on recording doing these things. She brought her abuse against what she was saying to me was just her word and what she told my son to say. That's it. That is it. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. This is how the system produces people that grow up and are just mentally unsound. You leave them to be raised by people that are mentally unsound. Based on decisions like that. And I mean, I'm sorry, but I just really can't get the child support thing out of my head. I mean, because I'm a man, I'm being penalized. I guarantee you, if I was being awarded custody, she wouldn't have to pay a dime. It would have been hell getting it out of her. Now, I may be wrong. There may be some judges out there that are fair and actually do shit like they're supposed to. But here in Stoddard County, Missouri, it is a corrupt-ass town. I've even talked to the state representative, and he told me this is the most corrupt county in the state. But anyway, I'm done railing on them for now. But if you're thinking about moving to Missouri, make sure you avoid Stoddard County, because the DFS system here, the police system, the judicial system, it's all messed up. I mean, I've heard them ask for bribes before over the phone. I mean, it is really ridiculous. But anyway, I would like anyone to explain that child support shit to me, because I don't understand where they come up with that and how they even come to that conclusion that, you know, you're going to be living there half the time, going to be living there half the time. You're going to be driving just as much as they are. You're going to be covering the doctor stuff just as much. I mean, all that, the food, everything, the clothing. But yet, $200, I mean, that's the child support I've been paying so far, but, you know, I'd only been not getting anything. She had been primarily taking care of him. I'd had him one Sunday out of a week, and that's when he would come. And, you know, she was taking care of him more, and I could see that. But when it's 50-50, when it's even, split down the middle, explain that crap to me.